Hello. Now today we are starting with fresh new chapter transducers from 12th standard applied electronics paper 1. The topic that we shall cover in this lecture is the definitions of the transducer, then the examples, classifications and the selection criterias for selecting the transducer for a particular application. So let us start with our notes given on page number 33 sorry 47. The page number is 47 here, and from page number 49 we are starting with the definition of transducer. The definition is very simple. Transducer is a kind of device which converts one form of energy into another form. Means any type of device which converts a form of energy into another form. For example, the tube light that we use in our day-to-day life in domestic application is a transducer. It converts electrical energy into light energy. Then the ceiling fan or the table fan, which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. So these are different examples of transducer. Basically, there are two types of transducers. One is called active transducer and the other is passive transducer. So one by one we shall see about it. This is active and this is passive transducer. Now active transducer is defined as a device which generates its own electrical voltage during conversion of one form of energy into another. The examples are very simple to understand. The solar cell or piezoelectric crystal. There is one crystal used that is called piezo crystal, and that crystal looks something like this. And this crystal is found in a special type of salt. That salt is known as Roccelli salt or tourmaline. Roccelli salt. It is an Italian salt, or it is also found in tourmaline. So this crystal is actually cut into different slices like this. Suppose this is the cutting plane and we cut it just like we cut carrots and different type of vegetables in salad. In that way we can slice this crystal into this type of simple slice. Then this slice is used to generate mechanical energy into electrical energy. So we shall study about it later on in one topic given in this chapter, which is piezoelectric crystal. So what is important here to note is active transducers are those which do not require any external battery supply, and they can convert one form of energy into another. For example, if I put the solar cell in sunlight, then the sunlight energy will be converted into proportional electrical energy. So it does not require any external battery, and therefore solar cell is classified as active transducer. On the other hand, there are passive transducers. Now these passive transducers are rather different. They require external battery. They require external battery voltage to operate, because without that they cannot work properly. And these type of transducers, the examples are light dependent transducer or thermistor. These are the examples of passive transducer. Light dependent transducer is something like a device like this, and we have one topic to cover about this light dependent resistor, which is abbreviated as LDR. And this LDR consists of one cadmium sulfide wire, CDS, and this cadmium sulfide is very sensitive to light. Whenever light falls on it, external light falls on it, any kind of light, white light or red light or even blue light whatever, then the resistance between these two terminals proportionally changes. The cadmium sulfide wire has certain resistance, and when light falls on it, this resistance R proportionally decreases. So stronger is the light, smaller is this resistance R. And if you keep this LDR in dark, that is no light on it, then the resistance R will be maximum. So this LDR is a kind of passive transducer. We have to use external battery in order to operate this, or we want to connect this in a circuit, then we require some external battery for it. Similarly, the thermistor is also a kind of device. This is the symbol of thermistor. Draw the symbol of resistor and encapsulate and show a dot somewhere over here, or even here as well, or here, whatever. So such a device is known as thermistor. Now thermistor, as the name suggests, thermistor means thermally sensitive resistor. This ester is taken from resistor, and thermal, the therm is taken from thermal. So this type of thermistor actually senses the heat from outside and changes its resistance proportionally. Basically, there are two types of thermistors. One is called NTC and the other is called PTC. In NTC type of thermistor, when we apply heat to NTC thermistor, then its resistance proportionally decreases. Hence, it is called negative temperature coefficient of resistance. And PTC is exactly opposite. To PTC thermistor, if we apply heat, then its resistance proportionally increases. So there are two types, NTC and PTC. So these are passive transducers. So we have just studied these two types of transducers, active transducer and passive transducer. Now we have to go for classification of transducers. Now in classification of transducers, we have to just name different type of transducers and just write down the list of that. Microphone, for example, is a kind of transducer which converts sound energy into electrical energy. Solar cell, which converts light energy into electrical energy. Then quartz crystal means piezoelectric crystal, about which I just told you. It converts pressure into electrical energy and opposite also. So this type of transducer, the piezo crystal, is a special transducer. It is therefore known as dual type of transducer. Means it can convert mechanical energy into electrical energy and electrical energy into mechanical energy back. So this is a very special type of transducer which is called dual transducer. Then thermocouple is there. It is a simple device. Thermocouple is a type of transducer which is actually a bimetallic strip junction. Suppose we take one say metallic strip of say gold and another metallic strip of say copper, and join them together on this junction. This is copper and the other is gold. Then this junction is very important here, and if I connect a galvanometer across the two end points of this plates, this is suppose one galvanometer, I connect here to the two ends of the two plates, and if I heat up this junction, apply external heat to it, then this galvanometer proportionally deflects, and stronger is the heat, more is the deflection of this galvanometer. So this is called thermocouple. Thermocouple is an active transducer because it is creating its own electrical voltage by converting heat energy into proportional electrical energy. So the thermocouple is there. Then speaker is also a kind of transducer. Right now my voice you are listening to through a speaker or earphone. Then that earphone consists of very small speakers, and speaker is a transducer which converts electrical energy into proportional sound energy. You have to note down one thing here, that whenever you write about the conversion of the transducer, you must use the word proportional. This word is very important because the conversion done by the transducer to convert one form of energy into another form, the conversion process will be always proportional. Then there is the thermistor, which converts heat energy into resistance. So it is a passive transducer. Then light dependent resistor, which converts light energy into change in resistance. Galvanometer is also a kind of transducer which is converting electrical energy into mechanical energy. I just told you about that. Here we have connected this galvanometer over here, and when this thermocouple produces electrical energy, then due to that electrical energy the galvanometer deflects proportionally. So the galvanometer is converting the electrical energy into proportional mechanical energy. And there is one strain gauge. You just have to remember the name here because there is nothing important and nothing to be discussed in this chapter regarding strain gauge. The strain gauge is also a type of transducer which converts strain, which is a physical quantity, into proportional electrical energy. Now turn to the next topic, that is selection of transducers. Now whenever we want to use a transducer for a particular application, we have to be very specific about the selection criteria. While selecting the transducer, you must know the physical quantity you are measuring. What particular physical quantity you are measuring. For example, if you are measuring pressure, intensity or displacement, speed, heat, light and whatever, acceleration and velocity and all that. So you have to select particular transducer. For example, I want to measure the displacement or pressure, then the LDR will not be suitable. Of course not, because LDR is a device, this device which is converting light energy into proportional change in resistance. So it is a passive transducer. It is useless for measuring the displacement or any such physical quantity. Then we have to consider about the range of transducer. Suppose I want to measure temperature, then I must know the range. If I am going to use a transducer in a refrigerator, then the temperature range will be very small in refrigerator. But if I want to measure some say temperature of an industrial boiler, then there the temperature range will be quite large. So we have to consider the range also. Then the specification of the transducer. We have to consider about the shape, size, package, type, diameter, height and weight. There are different such parameters which we must consider before selecting the transducer for a particular application. So these are the selection criteria, and with this we complete the first page of this chapter. Now in next video lecture we shall start with the first transducer, that is thermistor, in our next video lecture. So you have to study this and write down your own notes or just refer my notes and continue watching this video. Thank you.